What's the pettiest revenge you've ever pulled that worked way better than you expected? Back when I was in college, I worked part-time at a small coffee shop right across from campus. My shifts started at 5:30 a.m., so I was usually the first one there to open. It wasn't a glamorous job, mostly brewing drip coffee, cleaning, and dealing with caffeine-deprived zombies. But it was easy work, and I liked the quiet before the morning rush. That is, until one of my coworkers, Aaron, decided I was his personal doormat. Aaron was one of those people who thought being older automatically made him your superior. He was 27, I was 20, and apparently that meant I was the kid who could be bossed around. He constantly dumped his side work on me, took my tips when he thought I wasn't looking, and made a game out of forgetting to clock me in. I tried talking to our manager about it, but she brushed it off with, "Oh, that's just Aaron being Aaron." Translation: she wasn't going to do a thing. One day I reached my breaking point. Aaron left me with all the cleaning again and then bragged to our boss about how he stayed late to make the shop spotless. I smiled, nodded, and started plotting. See, Aaron had one weakness. He was obsessed with his special coffee blend. Every week he'd bring in his own expensive beans and grind them fresh for himself. He stored them in a clear container labeled "Do Not Touch" in big, bold letters. He treated it like holy water. So the next morning, when I was alone opening the shop, I swapped his fancy beans for the cheapest, most bitter discount roast we had in the back. The kind we only used when we ran out of actual coffee. I made sure to mix in a few of his beans on top so it would look normal. Aaron came in later, humming and smug as always. He ground his special beans, brewed a cup, and took a sip. I have never seen a man look more confused and personally attacked by a beverage. He frowned, added sugar, took another sip, frowned harder, then dumped it out. Over the next week, he kept complaining to anyone who would listen that his taste buds must be broken and that something was wrong with the water supply. I just kept nodding sympathetically, offering him free cups of our regular shop coffee, which he always declined, because it's not as good as my blend. It took him 2 full weeks to buy a fresh bag of beans and restore balance to the universe. By then, I'd already taken back all my tips, made sure to clock myself in properly, and started leaving exactly half the cleaning for him to discover. He never figured out what happened, but I swear the way his face scrunched up on that first sip was worth every petty second of planning.